happening? You want to build some muscle. I got the whole setup. Step one of that, squat rack, Arnold Schwarzenegger. These are great. We're gonna go through them. Check this out. All right, back squat, right? Don't be afraid of this. This is a posterior chain exercise, right? But this really does work your entire body and will make a huge difference in your size and strength. Make sure the bar is even. When you set up, make sure that you set up and this bar isn't on your neck. You're able to see the crease of your traps here up top, right? Where do I put my arms? And then the distance of your hands, I want you to gauge the distance of your hands based upon the pressure that you feel in your shoulders and in your delts. Over time, right, that will improve. Start with my feet together, press up. I always start with a clean bar, especially when I'm about to warm up. Start with your feet a little bit wide and your toes out. And the goal is you want to try to get as much range of motion as you can, right? I'm not worried about you hitting the ground right away at first, but at least try to get 90 degrees, which is right there, right? Do as many as you can. Put all the pressure on your heels. You want to feel the pressure on your heels, squeeze your butt, squeeze your hamstrings. And another tip, here's how you breathe. Deep breath at the top, hold it, press up, okay? Come back in. I want you to rack it like this. I see too many people set up doing one of these moves. I don't want to see any of that crap. Do it right, and it'll work. Deadlifts, don't skip deadlifts. Deadlifts are, if back squats are the mother of like muscle building, deadlifts are the stepmother-in-law, okay? It means they're evil, but they're also evil. All right, check this out. So there's a couple different ways that you could do this, right? I like my feet about hip width, right? Underneath the bar. You want your shoelaces under the bar. I like the overhand grip, okay? The rough part of the bar is called the knurling. I like to have my fingers right at the edge of the knurling. So you want to drive your butt back. This is primarily a leg exercise until you get to the top, right? So you driving your butt back, you're on your heels, head is up, keep the bar nice and tight and close to your shins, right? I want you to press up, hip hinge at the top, squeeze your butt, right? Don't over hinge, right? And then lower back down, keeping your knees back. A lot of people are leaning too forward and their heels are up. That's bad. You don't want that. You want to lean back on the bar. You're not going to fall backwards. Curl those toes up, press up, hip hinge, lower back down. Good form. Okay, bent over rows. I'm going to show you this. Bent over rows are another one. Fantastic. I set up the same way as if I'm going to do a deadlift. Feet set up the same way. Bar set up the same way. Hands set up the same way. I'm doing overhand because there's an overhand, there's an underhand. So for this one, I'm doing overhand. You want to deadlift it up. I like to change then the distance of my feet to get them a little bit closer, like a fist distance away. And then you're going to drive your butt back, bend your knees, keep those knees back, and you're going to drive this bar, driving your elbows past your back, right? Drop it down, come back up. We're going to do underhand. You're going to set up the exact same way. Set up the exact same way. This is just a little bit funky, all right? Holding it almost backwards, right? But set up the same way, press up, you know, change the distance so that you're nice and comfy. Keep those feet nice and flat. Get that little bend, and then drive. Same way. Get them. I'm at home, right? And all I'm doing is just working on my range of motion, which makes my squatting and my deadlifts a lot easier. It makes it easier when you go back, that you're not so stiff. You loosen up the hip, but all in the right position, because you want to focus on driving your butt back, keeping the heels flat, right, Bird?
Good job, baby.
Right? But practicing that form, yay! Practicing that form at home just makes it easier when you go back into the gym.
Yay!
Don't have any weights. I have a kid, cat, dog, small nephew, okay? Baby works just fine. Range of motion on your squats, right? Make sure the kid's safe too. You can also do those presses. Just make sure there isn't a dirty diaper, because
And plus, it's fun. This video, bro.